Anyone from Devon here tonight? Anyone been to Devon? Well, it's fab. Come back if you haven't been there for a while. Come back, because we've got electric now. And we love to celebrate. Hang on, before I do my first joke, I'm going to just see if I can do this. Bear with me. Oh, it's quite easy. Well, look at your faces. You've never seen a Pratt on stage before, have you? You don't scare me. So, look at me stretching. Must be lovely to watch me. I don't know why I did that. My great Aunt Mary, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, hairdressers, my great Aunt Mary, 67 years old. She's just, she's quite hot. 67. I have no idea what I'm doing. Bear with me. 67 years old. 67, watch. She's just given birth to her first child at the age of 67. I couldn't believe it. And I went round with my mum. We walked to her front door. I'll show you how we did it. I'd done it before. I said, great Aunt Mary. I said, this is fun. Look at you laughing and you have no idea why. You'll be lying in bed tonight saying, did you laugh at Andy Ford? Yes. Why? I've no idea. This is going to hurt. I knew it. 60. Just got the nipple. 67. Please. There's kids in. Look at them. They think I'm a dancer. 67. I'm going to jump. I knew it. 67 years old. She just, please let me do my first joke. She's just given, hang on. She'd just given birth to her first child. I said, great Aunt Mary, this is lovely. Can we see the baby? And she said, you can see it later, 67. I said, well, sit down and I'll make you and Mum a cup of tea. And that's what I did. Here's my hand, here's my heart. That's what I did. After the cup of tea, I said, can we see the baby now? She said, you can see it later, you scallywag. And she calls me a scallywag because she's 67. And sir, I'm not. After 2 hours, my mum got fed up. She said, for God's sake, Mary, when can we see this flipping baby? She said, when it starts crying. I said, why do we have to wait till it starts crying? She said, I can't remember where I put it. And now, thank you. Good night. So, my uncle's dead. That spoiled the mood, didn't it? He died last week. My mum rang me up today and apparently he is still dead. And he was an inventor. Look at you, looking at me. What a pity you couldn't afford me. He's an inventor. Look how flexible I am. He's an inventor. Stop it. He invented the strongest wig glue in the world. Strongest. But years ago, sir, I don't know why I'm looking at you, sir. But years ago, can you not keep moving your head because the light reflects? I can't see your thing. It's not your fault. Oh, I feel terrible now. Can't believe I said that. Sorry, mate. I was only being serious. He invented... oh, it's spreading. He invented the strongest wig glue in the world. They did a test. This is what they did. They glued a wig to a man's head using my uncle's wig glue. Did they? Yeah, and... They took him up in a jumbo jet, this man with the wig on, with my uncle's wig glue. 500 miles an hour, jumbo jet. The man had to stick his head out the window. Flipping heck. But it was a success, you know, because when they found the head, the wig was still on there. I'm not sure if I should have... I feel awful. Did I upset you? Terrible. Must be lovely to watch me. So... Do you know when you're little that you think the world of certain people, and it's not until you get older you find out the truth about him. I love my uncle, but apparently he drank a lot. He was a bit of an alcoholic. He drank far too much. Not as much as you, sir, but he did drink, to be honest with you. I bet you're glad you sat there now. He did. Now, I'm from Exeter, and through the middle of Exeter, oh, by the way, we got promotion today. Through the middle, no one cares. Through the middle of Exeter, we've got the River Exe. It meanders, and to be honest with you, sometimes it flows. And just the other side, you can work these out and laugh tomorrow. The other side, I'll be home having a sandwich. The other side of Exeter, it gets quite shallow. We've got a bloke, we call him the preacher. If anyone sees him, they go, "Oh, preacher." He's got a long white robe and a beard. And he wades into the River Exe up to his waist and he baptizes people. I mean, I don't know what domination he is. Denomination, sorry. I said domination, didn't I? Oh, I'll get thrashed for that. Well, apparently, families come along with the person to be baptized and they wade into the water. The preacher holds their head and says, "Search your soul and find the Lord." Isn't that lovely? And he holds their head under the water, pulls it up and says, "Have you found the Lord?" And they say, "I've found the Lord." And everyone cheers and they have sandwiches. Isn't that nice? Well, my uncle came out of the pub across the road from all this and he's really drunk. He waded in up to his waist. He said, "What's going on?" And the preacher thought he was there for baptism. He said, "Search your soul and found the Lord." And he held my uncle's head under the water for about 30 seconds, pulled it up, he was blue, he was flipping blue. He said, "Have you found the Lord?" He said, "No." He said, "You gotta search your soul. You gotta find the..." Everyone talks like this in Exeter. "Search your soul, you gotta find..." He held him under for about a minute, he pulled him up. There was seaweed coming out his nose. Bicycle wheels coming out his hair. He said, "Have you found the Lord?" He said, "No." He said, "You gotta search your soul. You're gonna find the Lord." He held him under for about 3 minutes. He come up, he was nearly dead. He said, "Have you found the Lord?" He said, "No." "Are you sure this is where he fell in?" Saying, unbelievable. I'm not sure. Anyway, look at you laughing. You don't know why. So, ladies and gentlemen, we had a party for my great Aunt Mary. It was a lovely party, 67 she was. There was a lot of people, they were quite elderly, but I think that's fine. You can learn a lot from people of experience. I'll have a lot more to give, I'm sure, when I reach 30. So, there was a lady there. Please watch me, don't miss any of this. There was a lady there, and she was quite elderly, to be honest with you. She was knocking on a bit. But she was all dressed up, she'd made the effort. And I said to my gran, who'd organised the party, "Who's that lady? She's dressed up for great Aunt Mary." She said, "Don't talk to her, Andrew." I said, "But she's made an effort." She said, "Please, don't talk to her. Her name is Lucy. And she's a nymphomaniac." Don't. I said, "I don't think that's the right word, Gran." I said, "It's not a very nice word, but I think the word you're looking for is nymphomaniac." She said, "No, she's a nymphomaniac. She is sex mad, but she's forgotten why." And I'll do this while you clap. You see, I don't think you should leave people out. And I went up to her, I said, "Hello, Lucy, are you having a lovely time at great Aunt Mary's party?" This is what she did. She held her hand out like this. She said, "If you can guess what's in my hand, you can make love to me." I felt terrible. I didn't want to let her down. I didn't want to upset her. Standing like that. I said, "Is it a fully grown African elephant?" Okay. She said, "That's close enough." Well then... What are you laughing at? What? Did I upset someone then? What? Obviously, just before I do my last show, I'd like to do a lovely song by Westlife. I'll do it over here then. Unbelievable. Lovely song by Westlife. This one's called Flying Without Wings. Now, I'll never forget tonight if I live to be attractive. I've got to go in a minute because I'll be honest with you, I'm a bit fed up. But My gran, listen to this, everyone. My gran made a cake for my great Aunt Mary. Isn't that lovely? She didn't have to do it. But she's losing her memory just a little bit. You know the little silver icing balls? Just being this gentleman with a cheap shirt on. You know... Good luck with that shirt. I hope it comes back into fashion. You know them little silver icing balls that you put around the cake, lady there, for decoration? You know that. She forgot to get them, lover. So what she did, she went into my granddad's garage and got some of the ball bearings out of the bicycle gears. Stainless steel. I know what you're thinking, but it looked fabulous. Bit of Swarfiga, they look lovely. And she put the ball bearings around the cake for decoration. But she told people it was for decoration with stainless steel. Please don't eat it. But no one told my great Aunt Mary. She was outside talking to someone. So she had a whole slice with about 15 ball bearings. And we thought, oh no, this could spoil the whole part. We watched her very carefully, but nothing happened. Nothing happened. Not one thing happened. At first. Then after 20 minutes, she bent over to do her shoes up. Well, I won't bother finishing it now. What's that all about? She bent over to do her shoes up, broke wind and shot the vicar. Do you know?